do you want to tell people, especially women, when they go through any such personal crisis and there's a lot of doubt? There's a lot of self sabotage that happens, and there's a lot of self blame and criticism that happens. What would you like to really tell them? How to hold on and how to move ahead?
For quite some time, we've always been taught to introspect. So one is, of course, to introspect where were you wrong. It's a very easy tendency to blame others, but you need to understand that first introspect where you are wrong, and then once you have the answers, you automatically will get the better answers to many questions, because you start getting solutions easily then. And for women who get into such phases, I think of course once when you have the answers, you get solutions. Secondly, I think it's just a phase, so as you said, bad days, it's a bad phase, it'll finish. And at times, don't be say that kuch कीड़ा लड़ गया इसको झाड़ दो.
Yeah.
So it is just think it that way and just move it
Move
apart.
Welcome to yet another episode, and this one is a special one. Unbound Specials, the women series celebrating the idea, the creativity, the energy, the love named woman. And today with us we have yet another unstoppable one, Radhika Maan. Hi, welcome to the
Hi.
show.
Hi.
क्या वाइब है, कैसा लग रहा है, कंफर्टेबल हो कि नहीं?
All well, you made me so comfortable already.
Tell us about yourself, Radhika. So many years into designing, you've etched a beautiful career for yourself. कहाँ से शुरुआत हुई है इसकी?
Oh, okay. So this is almost 21 years back now. So I graduated as an interior designer. This goes way back to 2004 now. And I started working in the industry. My first job was in Kirti Nagar, as I was working in a furniture store
Wow.
as an interior designer, and learning the tricks of the trade. I was always passionate about what I do, but the seeds were right there. So I was involved in design. I was involved in sales. That's where I was picking up things in the industry, and handling karigars, handling the basic fundamentals of measurements. What is sooth? Because labor don't understand feet inches. They understand the desi bhasha.
Correct.
Then handling master Gs for upholsteries, for curtains, and the polishers for different finishes. So that was behind the scene, which is the core of this industry.
Yeah.
So I dealt it right from the beginning, and then of course it's been a roller coaster. As in, I worked for around 4 years in the industry. Then I started up my own firm by the name of Arts and Drafts, and there were other things happening personally as well, and work was going up. So once I felt that there was a decent amount of confidence, so when Arts and Drafts came up, I started taking up personal work.
Okay.
But work ethics was something which is very important to me throughout. So I was doing a job and I was doing my work together.
Really?
So I remember.
So you had this entrepreneurship arts and draft which you had founded, and you were doing a job for a design house.
For a design house in Kirti Nagar, because that
Oh.
was very close from my house then. So
Okay.
it was easy traveling. So I remember my first project as a entrepreneur was in Anand Vihar, and metros had just started then. It was like 2004, and my office hours were from 11:30 to 8. So I used to get up at 5, take a metro, and used to go to Anand Vihar to meet my clients
Oh,
there.
right in the morning.
Yes. So I used to go meet my clients, attend their their requirements, design inputs, and by 11:30 I should be back to office.
Wow.
So there was a instinct always right from the beginning to keep all happy.
Yeah.
That's been there always, that I'll go out of the way to keep everybody happy. So that gives me the drive, and that's been my driving instinct. So I started my personal jobs then, and and I was doing good work, so
Yeah.
because then there were more referrals which started coming. Job was parallelly happening. 2008 I quit the job, and I got parents were looking for matches and all, and then we got settled in matrimony too, And 2010, I took up. I got an opportunity to head one of the design colleges as well. So I was appointed the head of the department in.
Into education, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
So I was doing work parallelly. My projects were happening, and in 2010, I became the head of the department in JD Institute of Fashion Technology, where
And
I
this
was.
must be very early in your career, right? You're still very young.
Yes, I was precisely, I think, 26 years old then. And it was fun, when I had students, who are of my age. But again, the passion to teach, because I had gained a lot of experience, and I was actually instructing students. And the tenure in JD was from, in fact, I still go for guest lectures at times. So it was for around 3 to 4 years. And there's so many of my students who have their own design companies now.
Wow.
And I, accidentally meet them in any of the exhibitions, and it's such a nostalgic feeling that, hi, ma'am, how are you? So, and then I shifted to Gurgaon, and work was happening, and then I had my babies. I had I have two daughters by the,
बहुत जल्दी चले गए अभी हम उस क्वेश्चन पे आएंगे about the motherhood. But what I'm really interested, what a beautiful journey. What I'm really interested to also know, Radhika, when you make a career choice like design, architecture, and that too back in the day, of course, now there's been a boom of information, technology, and a lot of things are available for people to know कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हमारे लिए options क्या हैं. Who's been your mentor or guiding light? I mean, traditionally in Indian families, these are not the career options which are top on the list. So how did you even come about making this choice?
So I remember my grandfather, he was in our house, he was always interested in doing new changes in the house, and even my dad.
Okay.
So it was, I think, in the genes. So I remember as a kid, I used to leave my homework and go and see what is happening, and there was a lot of curiosity that, acha, ye aise nahi hai, ye aise nahi hai. I used to keep seeing.
Yeah.
And after I finished in college, so after I finished my English honors, I told my dad, I said, my interest lies in interiors. I have to do interiors. And I had known, there was, a lot of designers who are carrying forward the lineage. I had no lineage. It was just that I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And my dad told me one question that, Radhika, if you're doing it, it's your choice. I will not stop you, but just prove yourself.
Yeah.
And after that, it's hard work, as in you do your theoretical bit and the practical bit and learning. So you have to be a learner in this industry. If you keep learning and applying, it'll take you forward. So I'm still learning.
Yeah. So while of course we see there's a play of a lot of women who have made it to this sector and industry, but जो baseline है, जैसे आपने बोला कि जिनसे आपको काम कराना है, this is still heavily male dominated. Do you see any kind of an issue they have following instruction कि ये female boss है? Do they have any resistance? Is there any sort of a gender bias that you have experienced all throughout while you were working in a design house and now that you have your own entrepreneurship?
Not exactly. In fact, it works the flip way. Now I feel because you know that you have a female boss, they follow the instructions in a better way. They don't take the boss for granted.
Wow.
So that has worked for me. In fact, because I think there's probably a change because there are a lot of designers coming in.
Yeah.
There's a sense of respect, and because of which they follow the instructions and they respect that and follow that.
That's very interesting. We would like to believe it otherwise, but you've really, changed the whole landscape for us. So, coming on your entrepreneurship, making that bold decision at such an early age, they always say that there is a woman behind a successful man. Who is behind the success of a woman?
Okay, this is a tricky one because it might not be just one person. For me,
Yes,
it's always been a support system. So support system, of course, the guiding light for me has been always my dad, my father, even today. But post, of course, with now having kids and a big family, my complete family support system is very, very important, and your team. So for me, it's a teamwork which makes a difference. Both my mothers, my husband, even my kids. So they understand my my working language, you know. So they talk that way, you know, in terms of homework, in terms of teaching them.
Oh yeah, give us an example.
So couple of times, you know, when they'll say that आप तो मम्मा शाम को ही आओगे तो आपका जो सब्जेक्ट है ना साइंस का you teach me after 9 p.m.
Ah,
So
very
they have
nice.
kind of tailored themselves. I mean, at times I'm a guilty mom, but they have seen me, you know, right from my pregnancies. They've seen me that they've not seen me, but they probably
Yeah,
sensed it
sensed it,
that this is a routine. So that's how that's another a very indirect way of a support system.
Correct, correct. And they both, you're blessed by
I
with
have two girls.
Two girls, right? And you're just kind of paving the right sort of a precedence to them also that
No, they shouldn't take up everything.
not everything. We always believe in the power of community. I think हम बोलते हैं कि even to raise a child it takes a village. So if you have to really raise the woman of the house, imagine what all will go into that. Coming to someone you have really really looked up to in your life throughout, like as a living inspiration. It could also be someone like a character, or maybe even somebody from a book, or maybe a someone who is no longer here. So someone who's been an inspiration
Just my dad.
is your dad. You are daddy's princess. And anything came in the way, like एक होता है ना हमारा अपना एक सेल्फ टॉक होता है, एक तो जजमेंट है जो सोसाइटी की है कि मैं ये कर रही हूँ, मैं वो कर रही हूँ, ऐसा अच्छा नहीं कर रही, वैसा बुरा कर रही हूँ, या ये इसमें मैं अच्छी हूँ तो उसमें मैं अच्छी नहीं हूँ, एंड देयर इज क्रिटिसिज्म एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. और एक होता है कि आप अपने ऊपर काफ़ी चीज़ें जज करते हैं, लाइक यू सेड यू मे बी अ गिल्टी मॉम. Something that you had to drop on your way to success?
Never actually thought about it in detail that much. But I think, a couple of times I tell my mother, I think both my mothers, in fact, more to my own mother, because, it's, she says, in fact, my sister also, that relations, your own blood relations are very important, and you shouldn't lose track of them when in your growth journey.
Yeah.
So that is something I have, it'll be wrong to say willfully, but that is something I because they're my own, I tell them that I won't get these opportunities again. So that's what I tell her. I said, I won't get these opportunities again, but you guys are there. So that is something at times I tend to take it lightly.
You find yourself guilty?
I'm confessing this in front of everybody because
It's fine. And do you feel a bit guilty about
always.
that? Always. What keeps you going at that level? Have you ever thought this out कि यार ये क्या है, ये इतनी हसल करने की मुझ में वो क्या है, क्या तड़प है ये क्या drive है? Where is it coming?
Couple of people ask me, I don't know from where. I've always been like this.
Always been like this.
I have always been like this.
You've been a
because-
sports person?
Yes, in school, I was an athlete, as in I was into racing and in throw ball, and I'm a professional, as in I'm a trained yoga professional as well. So I do try to tap these, but
So do you think ये जो चीजें होती हैं ये हमको एक mental resilience भी दे देती हैं जिंदगी में?
yes,
Yeah.
definitely, because when you talk of yoga, talks to you about balancing.
Yeah.
So balancing act, it indirectly comes in there also a bit.
Yeah.
And I think the strength, the ability to handle stresses in life, I think that comes from there, because you are used to targets, you are used to that adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
So that comes in work as well. When you see a good project which comes up,
Yeah.
and it gives you a high.
Yeah.
So I think it's interconnected.
Very beautiful. Someone that maybe has also intimidated you in your journey. Someone who's been a figure of a little, oh my God, maybe I can't do it, or this is too big for me. Anything that has intimidated you ever? Anyone or anything ever in life?
Nothing. I
Wow.
try to. I've never got intimidated, because I feel that I strongly believe in this, that the best of people around, they have tapped their capabilities, and we all made same. So if we all start tapping our capabilities, we all can be there. So that's where, again, setting no boundaries.
Yeah. But there are there are bad hair days. You know, there
Yes.
are days when you are not at your topmost best performer. What is that? What makes you collect yourself back and get back into action with the same zest and enthusiasm? Is there any structure that you have created कि यार आज मुझे पता है कि you know I'm heavily down with some emotion maybe or some big things that are happening around? How do you keep yourself sane? कोई structure बनाया है, कोई तरीका है?
So when I'm stressed, I go out to shop.
Oh,
I go out to shop because that's the, you know, like
a stress
retail, like a
buster for
retail
you.
therapy.
yeah.
Or I like to bake. I
Uh-huh.
like to bake, or I'll get into cooking. So these
Oh.
are my bad days. So shopping is the core for me.
Yeah.
It helps me de-stress.
Yeah, and then it's kind of a indication to your husband that, oh my God, am I the one who's giving her stress or reason to
That's for him to think.
Very interesting. Your biggest joy.
When everything is good around, it makes me feel happy. But it's like a perfect scene.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
You know, being with family, because that is something which I really miss out on at times. And achieving something for which I've been striving for, that gives me joy.
Yeah, which could be any project, any.
It could be any project or something which I have I've been aspiring to buy. It could be something materialistic also, or it could be some target which I've achieved. You know, like I get a lot of happiness when my when my daughter gets good marks. It's a very good feeling. And another very big joy is when I get a smile on my client's face.
Oh.
That it just balances out all the hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah. आपकी इंडस्ट्री बहुत लॉजिस्टिक हैवी है. You know, you have to be constantly on move with people. There is one set of people in team that you are managing जो execution end पे है, and there is one set of people जिनकी वो dream come true हो रहा है. How do you keep up to the two conflicting, totally tearing apart worlds and keep your feet very, very grounded and balanced? हर बार client के हिसाब से सोचना भी शायद possible नहीं है, क्योंकि he may have things that are very unachievable or impractical, और हर बार team को भी push करते रहना. They could be, and it's always said that you are as good as your team. So how do you keep that very mature perspective and balance between the both so that the work doesn't suffer?
So this is a bit connected with our business model, our work module as well. So there are a lot of designers nowadays. Designers, a lot of companies, a lot of contractors to be to say so, who are who are working on people's obliviousness and ignorance and executing and telling them things which are not right. So I certainly follow a principle of understanding, educating, educating and then innovating and then creating. So when we are educating our clients, we tell them, that what a certain product is all about, and the complete process of the designing is very transparent in terms of before the work or the project actually starts, the client knows what he's going to get because of the 3D modules and how much he's going to spend. Right? So he knows, so the gap between the deliverables and expectations is almost zero. So when that gap is zero, you've hit it.
Yeah.
There's no stress.
Yeah.
And of course, dealing with so many clients since the past several years, I think probably I can get into my clients' minds.
Yeah.
And when you understand your clients' minds, your clients' taste, your clients' lifestyle, your clients' mindset, it's very easy to replicate that. And of course, when they are informed about everything, they know what they're going to get. They know the pluses and minuses. So the explanation to the team behind the scenes also happens the same way.
Yeah.
So it becomes quite seamless. Of course, there are some deterrents which come in between. That's the execution process.
Yeah.
But the client handling goes on very smoothly.
Yeah. Residential versus commercial, which projects do you enjoy more?
Off lately, commercial also I'm enjoying a lot because they are a bit faster and they involve lesser detailing in terms of deliverables. But residential spaces is vast, and residential spaces is every client is different.
Yeah.
Offices have a certain protocol, you know,
Yeah.
which you can follow and replicate everywhere. It's more about the styling, which is different. Residentials, every client is different.
Yeah.
So, but ठीक है, been there, done that, can handle both.
Yeah.
Can
तो क्या
handle both.
आप आना
Yeah,
चाहेंगे
yeah.
अनबाउंड विद ममता पे अनबाउंडिंग के लिए मेरे साथ? कोई स्टोरी, कोई आइडिया, कोई थॉट है आपके पास जो आप चाहते हैं कि दुनिया सुने? तो मुझे लिखिए unboundwithmamta@gmail.com. That is unboundwithmamta@gmail.com. या सिंपली हमारे किसी भी इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट को या यूट्यूब के एपिसोड को लाइक, शेयर या अपने कमेंट्स भेजिए. What would you want to tell people, especially women, when they go through any such personal crisis and there's a lot of doubt? There's a lot of self-sabotage that happens and there's a lot of self-blame and criticism that happens. What would you like to really tell them? How to hold on and how to move ahead?
For quite some time, we've always been taught to introspect. So one is, of course, to introspect wherever you're wrong. It's a very easy tendency to blame others, but you need to understand that first introspect where you are wrong, and then once you have the answers, you automatically will get the better answers to many questions, because you start getting solutions easily then. And for women who get into such phases, I think of course once when you have the answers, you get solutions. Secondly, I think it's just a phase, so as you said, bad days, it's a bad phase, it'll finish, and at times, don't be say that kuch कीड़ा गिलड़ गया इसको झाड़ दो.
Yeah.
So it is just think it that way and just move it
Move
apart and do good and be good, and everything will be in place.
And do you think that pain is the ultimate catharsis which leads to a real evolution of a human? So, of course, there will be some trigger in life. Of course, something will come your way, and that is when you will take to God, take to divinity, take to the higher power, take to spirituality. I have in my journey, and with a lot of guests who come on this show, we've always sort of come to this conclusion. Do you agree? Does this happen?
Yes, I do. Because the ultimate answers lie there. So when I talk about solution, so introspection and solution is actually that meditative, even if it's for a little time, because the solutions come from there.
Yeah.
Solutions and the remedies.
Yeah.
So it works for me, whether it is Buddhism or, whether it is, Sai Baba or anybody,
faith,
any faith.
Yeah.
So patience and, Shraddha and Saburi. So it works. It definitely works, because it gives you that strength. It gives you the
Yeah.
strength and, again, patience to take right actions and work on solutions and and eventually get you to the goal.
Yeah. One thing that happens very often when we are on our road to success or growth, and I've heard this and I've experienced it as well, that we come in the way of our growth. So many times it's our own limiting beliefs, sometimes conditioned behaviors, sometimes our personal biases and judgments. Have you ever identified any of this happen to you? That when you look at something and you say, why I'm not getting success or I'm not able to go through this is because maybe I am like that. I'm conditioned to behave like that. Or these are the structures and things that I follow. So obviously I need to break this apart. Anything like that, maybe in your discipline, maybe in your belief system?
Not in the belief system. In terms of, in certain things, I still feel I'm a bit old school. Okay. So, but I feel I'm happy with that. So probably that is a limiting factor. But I'm happy. So
That you're
it's
too comfortable in it.
yeah, because it's an
Yeah.
old school for a couple
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
But for me, they're good.
Give me an example.
It comes with parenting.
Yeah.
So I can now relate with. So it was like we were two sisters, me and my sister, and I have two daughters, and So there's a lot of nostalgia because it's coming back the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like almost a lot of generation
Yeah,
gap.
yeah.
But I tend to replicate the life which me and my sister had,
Ah.
and I try to apply it to both my daughters.
Yeah.
So that is where my daughter tends to tell me, and I say, Pareen, I'm happy. This is old school
Yeah.
because I still feel that was right.
Yeah.
So that's an example. One of the examples which happens quite often with me
Yeah.
because there's a lot of analogy
Yeah.
with the background as well, and with being two daughters.
Yeah. Now that you brought their conversation in, how has motherhood changed you, impacted you, altered you, made you a better person, or what has it done to you?
Oh, I did talk about being a guilty mom. So motherhood definitely in terms of it's tricky. I think a bit of compassion. So compassion, kindness is something which comes when you have a kid.
Yeah.
And patience. That
Yeah.
definitely you have to be very patient when it comes to kids, and responsibility. As a motherhood has brought a sense of responsibility in terms of ensuring that your kids get the best and working towards it, or fulfilling what they want, what their aspirations
But
are.
characteristically, like, so let's say there was a Radhika I would have met 15 years, 10 years earlier, and the Radhika that I meet today. Is there any very stark difference between the choices that they operate from, or that.
I have been a bit unstoppable because even after babies, life hasn't changed much because it's been very comfortable journey for me because
Because your environment has supported
my
you
environment
so
was
well.
such, and in terms of, for me, it's been more of responsibility, a bit of compassion. I've been the same.
Yeah.
I've been the same.
Bindas, unstoppable.
Yes, I've been the same. मेरे को अपने आप में कोई फर्क नजर नहीं आता. I've been always on the move. I've been on the move, and I keep
Pushing others as
also to be
well.
on the move.
Truly so. I mean, we can see it. We can feel that energy and pulse whenever Radhika is around. Never have I ever. Just complete the sentence.
Cross my boundaries.
My guilt pleasure.
Sweets.
My partner in crime. इतना टाइम नहीं मिलेगा सोचने के लिए.
कभी कोई crime किया ही नहीं.
I will come back to that question. All right. One thing which is a must do for Radhika, like first thing in the morning when she wakes up.
1 liter water.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Every
I have
day?
it. I have it since
Okay.
years now.
Okay. One thing which is a must bedtime ritual for you.
Gratitude, praying to God.
Okay. If not for the work that you have chosen, what would Radhika be doing?
I would be a yoga teacher.
Very interesting. One must read or on the go read, which is always with you, something like that, like a book.
I'm not too much into reading.
Okay. Any favorite Netflix or the more top of the, or what are you watching on Netflix right now?
Again, a difficult one.
Not too much of into
Not-
watching either.
I am fond of gloss, but last I was watching, I think Bollywood Wives.
Okay. Any fictional character that you identify with? Could be from a movie, from a book, or, anything which has been very imaginative character. You find it to the closest.
I think Amir Khan in Three Idiots. Jab Bhi Met Kareena Kapoor.
Yeah.
Or probably, सबके elements
Elements
hai
hai kuch. Interesting. Fitness to you is?
Oh, it's very important.
Yeah.
It's like brushing your teeth.
Oh, wow. And if for another life, another janam, what will you do it differently?
I think I'm made for this. They're made for doing this kind of work. In terms of work, definitely, I think I would take up. I have now realized that I'm very passionate about this work.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I would love to be Radhika Ambani now.
I think that's a winner answer. Came towards the end, but you really cracked it. One thing that Radhika does for her mental wellness, emotional wellness, and physical wellness.
Uh, Emotional wellness is, I think for emotional wellness, patience is important and to speak less. It's something which works for me because when you are speaking less, you definitely are not letting go your or letting people know about your emotions. So at times you can keep the bad moments at bay.
Ah, okay.
So when
Not
you
be bursting out with
yes,
emotion.
so when you speak
okay.
less, it automatically subsides.
Yeah.
So that really works, and I've realized that it works and helps.
Yeah.
And what was the other one you
The
asked?
mental wellness and then the physical wellness.
Physical wellness, of course, it's very important to be active. You can't probably go to the gym or do a workout every day, but if you're generally active and not lethargic, it really works because you don't get into a state of inertia.
So in your case, what it is it counting your steps? Is it jumping
Yoga.
around? What?
It's
Okay,
I
yoga.
have tried a lot of weight training or but I always go back to yoga.
Yoga.
It's
And
my B2 thing.
superb. And that's what you said. Otherwise, you would have been a yoga instructor.
Yeah.
And about your physical wellness. So about your mental wellness.
Mental wellness, I think you should do what you like to do and enjoy what you do. And I think that'll keep you going.
But you know, this is a time of crisis. People are going through mental breakdowns, mental health issues are, I mean, it's on the highest right now. We have made our lives very comfortable, you know, with gadgets, with technology, with resources. But mentally, the
I have
human
an
is
answer for
at
that.
the
So,
lowest.
Again, I keep remembering my dad for these things. Accountability and answerability. So we are accountable and answerable to ourselves every day. So be good. Remember, try to be good because you never know, goodness with somebody might come back to you in some different form. So don't expect goodness from the same person.
Ah,
It will come back in a different form, and you're being watched. You're being watched all the time by Almighty. So you can't hide from anywhere. So uska dhyan rakho and karma. So if you keep track of that, you'll be mentally sorted. Because half the time our conscious is carrying guilt of doing wrong things in life. वो तकलीफ देता है. So जब कुछ ऐसा कर ही नहीं रहे हो, and answerability, if you feel that there's something wrong, forgive and forget.
wow. I think there was such a simple mantra and a tip that you have given to us. Thank you so much, Radhika, for really, really doing this, for taking out time, for being thoroughly unbounded, for putting your heart out there, your life, your journey, your purpose. We really had a good time with you.
Same here. I loved interacting with you. It was so seamless,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We wish you a lot and lot of success and joy, Radhika. Stay well and keep inspiring us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Let's keep unbounding together. Thank you so much for pouring in your love. अनबाउंड विद ममता अब न्यू एपिसोड्स लेके आ रहा है हर हफ्ते स्पॉटिफाई, गूगल पॉडकास्ट, एप्पल, आईट्यून्स या जहाँ पे भी आपको अपनी ऑडियो प्लेटफॉर्म्स मिलते हैं हम वहाँ पे हैं. और यूट्यूब पे अनबाउंड विद ममता चैनल को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें और अपने कमेंट्स और अपना प्यार ऐसे ही भेजते रहें.